What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 228, and we start today's episode off with a game against Bayern Munich here at the Allianz Arena in the Champions League semi-final first leg. So yeah, we come to Germany to take on Bayern Munich here. Really excited for us to take them on the Allianz Arena, and to be honest, we've been doing really well of late, and I was in real confidence coming into this game. Real Madrid won the other semi, the first leg, by 2-1, so they got to a really good start, and as we took on Bayern Munich, I genuinely felt really confident coming into this game, although I looked at their lineup and thought, well, they've got some really great players in there, such as Müller and obviously Kroos as well, and Varane is an amazing centre-back on this game, and Götze gets up to like 90-91, so they got a really awesome side. I still felt confident in this game, and the first chance would fall in the 15th minute here as Tim Krul, the Dutch goalkeeper, gives it to Varane, but as Varane gives the ball away, well, just watch this. This is absolutely beautiful. That is a wonderful goal. That's one of the best goals I've scored in this series, and it was just wonderful. As Varane gave the ball away with Kelvin, I was in such confidence there. I felt as though I knew exactly what to do. There was no panic. Usually when I'm going one-on-one, I'm a little bit nervous, but I knew exactly what to do. I just thought, you know what, I'm going to do a couple of step overs and then a ball roll, and I thought if I go for the lob pass, I might just put off a scoop. I didn't actually want to do a Rabona. That was the funniest thing about it. I wanted to do a scoop sort of pass, if you will, into the bottom corner. Instead, I Rabona'd the ball into the bottom corner after a double step over and a ball roll, and yeah, sure, like, it was a simple finish. I was running one-on-one, there was no defender in sight, the goalkeeper was coming out, but even so, it looked absolutely wonderful. It's a lovely Rabona goal by Kelvin, the first one of the series as well. I'm pretty sure it's the first one in the series, and yeah, Kelvin makes it 1-0 here. It's a beautiful goal on the big stage, and we are 1-0 up, and just a few minutes later, Bayern Munich give the ball away again. Scott Triggs runs clear, and look at us on the counter. We got a 4-on-3 opportunity. It's Kelvin down the right hand side, double step over, fake Rabona, fake shot, scoop turn, then a fake Rabona again, and a simple finish into the bottom corner. It's Bayern Munich 0, Millwall 2, just under 20 minutes played, and Kelvin was having an absolute stormer, and this is why Kelvin is one of my favourite players on this game. Anyone that watched my videos last year will know that I did a few montages on Ultimate Team, and Kelvin scored most of the goals. I love Kelvin on FIFA. He is so agile, and he is so amazing when you pull off those skill moves. He's got such a good finish on him as well with that left boot. He's an 87 rated winger on this game, in this stage in career mode, and he is just fantastic, and he was showing it here. Two wonderful goals by Kelvin. The Allianz Arena is stunned. We're 2-0 up. What is it about Bayern Munich on career mode? They just never do well, do they? And we're 2-0 up, and at the moment we are cruising through to the final already. In the 25th minute, I had a good chance here, but Müller's strike went wide of Liali's post and out for a goal kick, and they did gradually start to get themselves back into the game. However, we could have made it 3-0 on the stroke of half time as Oxlade-Chamberlain gives the ball to Scott Triggs down the left hand side, takes on Juan Jesus, plays it through towards Oxlade-Chamberlain, who shoots from a tight angle, but unfortunately it doesn't have enough curl on the ball, and it goes wide and out for a goal kick. But at half time here at the Allianz Arena, the score was Bayern Munich 0, Millwall 2, and we were just in cruise control, and as things stood, you couldn't really see how Bayern Munich were going to get themselves back into this game, let alone this Champions League tie. And in the second half, as Gutierrez wins the ball here, we give it back to Liali. Liali chips it over to Bayern Munich runner, and he gives it to Carrasco. Carrasco finds Kelvin. He got our first two goals. He puts a Bayern Munich defender on the floor again, plays the ball over the top towards Glenn Robinson. Robinson is running clear, but you know, he's a holding mid. You don't really expect him to have a great finish, and unfortunately I struck it straight at Tim Krul. He made a simple save. Still 2-0, but Kelvin was terrorising Bayern Munich. He really was, and as he threw the ball to Suso here, he ran clear, but again, I didn't really get the finish right. Krul had a simple save, and the Dutch goalkeeper makes the stop, and Bayern Munich go on the counter here. Bigger Romana gets onto the ball and plays it through towards Müller. Müller tries to get past Scott Triggs, and eventually he finds Raphael, the right back. He finds Bigger Romana down the right hand side, takes on Luke Shaw and beats him. A rare chance for Bayern Munich to get themselves a goal. He picks out, I think it might have been Müller in the centre there, but it's a really poor finish. It's actually Kroos. Kroos in the centre with a really poor finish. You'd expect a better aim product from him, and he puts it behind for a goal kick, and from that goal kick we made some substitutions. substitutions, and from that Liali gives the ball to his man, who finds Kelvin. Kelvin plays a quick 1-2 with Suso down the right hand side, and when Kelvin's running at the defender, you're going to be a little bit cautious. He turns him, he picks out Suso, and Suso picks out the bottom corner, and with just under 9 minutes to go, Kelvin celebrates. This time he's not the goal scorer but the provider, and it's Bayern Munich 0, Millwall 3, and the game is over at a 3-0 scoreline, and the Allianz Arena is stunned. I don't know what it is exactly about Bayern Munich, but they're just not that great on career mode, are they? And as we won the game by 3-0, it was just a real fantastic show of attacking prowess, because we could have won it by 4, 5, even 6 goals had my finishing been on point. But 3 away goals, I mean, you just can't really see Bayern Munich coming back from that. They have to score 3 at the Den. I don't see that happening, and yeah, we should, you know, touch wood, take nothing for granted, but we should be on our way through to the Champions League final now, which is absolutely wonderful. And the 2 goals Kelvin scored were just brilliant, they really were. And anyway, yeah, a 3-0 victory, and we saw that Desi and Ezekiel are both unhappy they're not getting into the team on a regular basis. And I've said before, Desi, this is the second time Desi's complained this year. I don't really know why. He's a youth player, he's clearly not good enough to be playing in the Champions League or in the Premier League, but we've still given him quite a few chances this year. He has played Champions League and Premier League games, so I don't know why he's complaining. As for Ezekiel, yeah, I can understand that. We signed him at the start of the season, he was first team footballer for 6 months, and he was a really good player, but at the end of the day, Polo's in now, and he's got to settle for a bench place. But even so, I would grant him a first team place in this game against Manchester United here at the Den. So things are going fantastically well in the Champions League, and as things stand, things are going quite well in the league as well, although it could have got off to a really bad start in the 25th minute, but thankfully Liali did really well to deny the Belgian striker from scoring at the near post there, and it was still 0-0. And from that corner, Fernando gets onto the ball, he crosses the ball in towards Sorensen, and it's actually the Belgian striker who heads the ball, but it's a good stop by Liali. And from that, we quickly throw the ball out to Oscar Polo. Polo gets onto the ball and gives it to Ezekiel. Ezekiel plays it back towards the Colombian striker down the left hand side, takes on Carlos Vela, fizzes in a quick through ball, finds Brian Carrasco, but unfortunately I did everything right but got the finish wrong, and that was the real shame there, because there's a nice little counter attack, but unfortunately I chipped the ball over Kevin Trapp with Carrasco. It hit the outside of the post and went out for a goal kick, so still scoreless here. And in the 35th minute we had a corner, Carrasco crosses the ball in, and Fernando fails to deal with it, but Glenn Robinson's header is well saved by Trapp, and United eventually get the ball away. But we had another corner 10 minutes later on the stroke of half time. Carrasco again crosses the ball in, this time towards Eric Dier, and this time the ball does find the back of the net. It is Eric Dier who gets it. It's a solid header, it finds the top corner, and we take the lead on the stroke of half time. Really good header by Eric Dier. He's such a monster on this game, you know, he really is. I know some people say he's a little bit too slow for a centre back, but trust me, don't worry about the pace, because he is just an absolute monster in the air and with his feet. He's a really awesome centre back. I encourage every one of you to play career mode to get him. He really is that good. And that's a fantastic header into the top corner. No chance for the man on the line, Fernando, or Kevin Trapp, the goalkeeper. And it is Millwall 1, United 0. And in the 63rd minute we could have made it 2-0. Triggs finds Oscar Polo, but his shot is well saved by Trapp, but it falls to Ezekiel, who blasts the ball in on the half volley. No chance for Kevin Trapp to make a double save. Ezekiel gets his chance and he takes it. He gets a goal there. Carrasco polishes the boot that finished the job. It's Millwall 2, United 0, and we're surely on course for 3 points. It's been a very good run for us lately, both in the Champions League and in the Premier League, and we look like we're going to extend it here. And in the 71st minute you see Ezekiel roulette past the defender. He's got so much pace. There's 3 United defenders trying to catch up. None of them have the pace or the legs to catch up. Ezekiel runs clear. He strikes it from just on the edge of the area, and he blasts it into the top corner. Trapp is beaten for the 3rd time. He shakes his head and puts his hands to his side and says, well, what am I supposed to do? He's on fire, and he clearly is. What a great strike that is. It's Millwall 3, United 0, and we are just dominating teams at the moment. 3-0, and in the 75th minute you see us give the ball to Liali, our goalkeeper. He rolls out towards the right back. It's intercepted, and it comes towards the Belgian striker. He shoots it, but thankfully for us, Liali does recover with a good save, and he spares my blushes there, because I gave the ball away with him, and United should have scored, but thankfully the goalkeeper does make the save, and from the corner it's headed away to Kelvin. Kelvin, who terrorised Bayern Munich, plays a brilliant ball over the top towards Ezekiel. He beats the last defender. It's a 1-on-2 situation, but with Ezekiel on form, you fancy his chances to finish it. He does. He gets his hat-trick. It's Millwall 4, United 0. What a game he was having, and you know, he wanted a chance. He wanted to prove he's good enough, and he was clearly showing it in this game. It's a lovely little double step over, gets gets past the last defender, blasts the ball into the back of the net, no chance for Kevin Trapp again. Millwall 4, United 0, and it could have been 5-0 in the 86th minute here. Danny Wright shoots it from range, but he goes harmlessly wide and out for a goal kick, and that was how the game would finish, a 4-0 victory, a hat-trick for Ezekiel. He wanted his chance, he got it, and he proved why he should be our first choice striker. Some brilliant goals in both games, and things really are coming together very nicely at the moment. And as always guys, a big thank you for watching the video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed the episode, please leave a like, and I'll see you for the next episode of Career Mode very soon.
Only one team in that game, and their fans will be travelling home